if they also know you are determined. I've always said this, and I've been charged before a federal high court for treason, that I wanted to overthrow the government. I never denied it. Anybody who is not willing to overthrow the current system is mentally sick, because the system is rigged against you. And as a result, my participation in elections, and I've said this for those who might have heard me several times, is not to win the elections alone. Is to keep telling you the flaws in the elections, so that you too can wake up and see what I see and try to do what I do. I believe that we have enough people in this country, young people, who can change the trajectory of this country, but they just have to say enough is enough. And by the next day, you have a different country. If you are still afraid that if you fight, you don't know how it will end, if you don't take the fight to them, they will take the fight to you. And it's happening already. Most of you already know that most of your cities are under siege. It just hasn't touched your house yet. If the kidnappers is not close to you, the bandit is close to you, or the terrorist is close to you. And the biggest terrorism group in Nigeria is the Nigerian government, at any rate. They will kill you at the slightest provocation, or no provocation at all. If anyone is in doubt, those of you who participated in NSAS, you know what they did. And nothing happened after that. But what I'm saying is that it has to be a combination of factors. If they are private election, you can participate, but you don't need to participate. But you can decide and elect that you want to change your country. That in itself is an election. And that can happen in any form or shape possible. As Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. And trust me, one last thing I'll say. If you guys think you are too fine, beautiful, not to do it, some other people will do it for you. It might just be that you might end up with your beauty in a refugee camp. And it's not a nice place to look pretty. So you better do it now in a very peaceful, well-organized way. Get these guys out of the way and have the breathing space and the oxygen to develop and prosper. That's all I ask. But that's it.
Thank you, sir. Okay, the next person. Okay, Mazi, please. Hold on, man. Go ahead.
My name is Mike. So I have 2 questions.
I told you to say one only.
One.
Whether you like it or not,
Be audible.
you are an opposition. Whether you're with ADC or not with that thing, you're not with ADC, you are not an opposition. So how do you respond to the people who say you indirectly help this current government by dividing the opposition? What do you say about it?
I thought this question is very lame. The reason I say this lame is not to insult you. Is that when you are talking about opposition, the opposition must define what they are opposed to. If the opposition is not opposed to corruption, it's not opposition. If the opposition is not opposed to election rigging, it's not opposition. If the opposition is the same people you were opposed to in 2023 and 2022, who you call the criminal, what do they call it? The structure of criminality, then you are not in opposition. I cannot claim to be an opposition to a system that I'm part of. Thieves cannot oppose thieves. That's the truth, because they know themselves. You see, to oppose a bad system, you need one very important currency: integrity. If you have no integrity, there is no way you can oppose them. I give you the example of the governor of Bauchi, who just joined the APC yesterday. People are saying that, oh, he got tired. No, they had his accountant general under trial. That if you don't want problem with the ruling party, go and join them. And that's, it's conventional wisdom that man knowing that he's a thief has to go and join his fellow thieves so that he can be saved from the embarrassment of being dragged through the federal. I was in the same federal high court 2 weeks ago with the accountant general. His case is not going well. So the man decided to join. But you are going to call that opposition before he joins. You used to call Bala Mohammed opposition, right? You are going to call Babashiru Lawa, the grass cutter man, opposition. You are going to call Amechi opposition to me. You are going to call Malami opposition to me. You are going to call El Rufai opposition to me. I mean, who are you deceiving?
How about Peter Obi, sir?
You have always brought Peter Obi up. The way to know Peter Obi is where he is today. Tell me your friends, I will tell you who you are. It's as simple as that. If you have to exist And the only people you can exist with in the political system are thieves that you identified to us as big thieves in 2022. And you are now the treasurer of the thieves. Don't tell me that you don't like thieves. If you are the treasurer of killers, don't tell me that you don't like killing people. But as I've always challenged most of you, why don't you for one day just see Peter? You have Peter Obi in your midst. I saw him here. Ask him, when you were governor for 8 years, why didn't you build Anambra like Dubai? So that all of us can go and be spending weekends there. I would love to be in Anambra. I just came from Aba 3 days ago to protest. Some guy there who is a member of the Labour Party claims that he has transformed Aba. That's Alex Oti. You understand? But I went to Aba. Some transformed, partly not transformed. I don't believe in half transformation. Because when you enter into Ariara Market, which is the biggest economic hub there, the place looks like Jurassic Park. But when you get to the main road, of course, there's some, but mine is total. And I'm just answering you truthfully, because some of you will come back later and say, well, we wish we listened to you when you told us the truth. And my nature is that I tell the truth, and when I'm done, I will leave. It's up to you to accept or reject my hypothesis. But my hypothesis about the ADC is that just look at the roll call. David Mark, who had just been removed as the leader of the APC and replaced with Tinubu's person. David Mark was the governor of Niger State when I was in secondary school, 1983 and 84 or so, under Buhari, when they were doing environmental sanitation. That Lagos just now reintroduced. That's why you know that people have no sense in government. What I'm trying to tell you is that you can't just tell yourself the truth. Do you want to keep recycling failure, or do you want to get rid of failure from your system? And it might take a little longer, but we can put a system in place that makes this country compete with any country, if not in the USA or Europe, at least South Africa. At least South Africa.
Okay, thank you, sir. What else, please? Okay, please, go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Usman Sheikh. This is not to make you feel some kind of place, but I just have to speak fact. First of all, I want to say that I perceive you as a political content creator.
That's fine. Quiet, please. No, please.
And that is because I made a research about you, and I saw that you've been doing this protest of the team from your SUG days. And right now, it's still happening. But I have not seen where you protested and achieved an aim for that very protest. You protest, bring people out, you don't achieve an aim for that protest. That one will end, and you move on to another new protest. Why do you always bring people out, and when they throw tear gas, you be the one running, shouting revolution now? Are you trying to motivate people to start a war? Or you are trying to, because I personally don't think you're fighting for the people. I think you're fighting for yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Because in 2019, you were interviewed by Ebuka, and he asked you, why do you think you are qualified to be president? You told him that Mr. Mandela came out of prison as an activist and he became president. You made the instance of Obama, and you said you have done more than that. So you are qualified to be president. And right now you are still protesting. You didn't do the Igbo protest in Abuja or Lagos where people were protesting. You went to Lake Aba to gather Igbo people. Is it that you are trying to put it in them to understand that they need this war?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Well, let me start with your last. And by the way, I don't feel insulted. If you consider my activism and content creation, I appreciate it because that means they has content. With regards to your reference to Igbo people in Aba, Nnamdi Kanu is from Abia State.